That bell starts what looks like a mob scene up in that ring, and maybe it is. There are 8 men in that ring, 2 4-man teams. That's the broad back of superstar Billy Graham. On Graham's team is Hacksaw Duggan, Bruiser Bob Sweetan, and Killer Brooks. And in the opposite team, we've got Scott Casey, Jim Golden, Ricky Morton, and Ken Lucas. So now settle back and see what happens. There are 2 men in the ring from each team. There are 2 men on the outside of the ring from each team. And we could have all 8 in there before things warm up. But here right now, Bob Sweetan touches with Hacksaw Duggan, who comes in, and they are mauling around Jim Golden and Scott Casey. So in come Kenny Lucas and Ricky Morton. And here are a couple of accomplished tag team partners, and things break loose. I tell you, with this massive crowd we have here in the Sam Houston Coliseum, they're having trouble picking them apart, but they like the action that's happening. Everybody's looking for their own favorite in among the tangle of bodies that takes place up here. And superstar Billy Graham is working over Scott Casey as Ricky Morton gets bounced around in that ring, and Casey battles his way loose from the corner where he was catching punishment. Casey going after the superstar. An atomic drop. He goes for the pin. He's on top. We could have a fall. And the Irish Scott Casey, the great and handsome Texas athlete, is being pursued by the self-proclaimed king of the martial arts exponents, Kenny Lucas, in for his team against killer Tim Brooks. We've got Duggan and Sweetan outside on the left part of your screen. And as this action proceeds, I tell you, we're going to have to be leaving you. We want to remind you that our ticket office at 1919 Caroline at the corner of Pierce is open each day of the week, Monday through Friday, from 8:30 to 4:30. And that Scott Casey is going to be battling Bob Sweetan in a Texas bull rope match next Friday night. And that Duggan, the killer, the Hacksaw, is going to be facing Bruiser Brody in a revenge battle that should tear this place apart next Friday night. So get your tickets early, and remember the ticket prices now are back at regular level of $7 for ringside and the $6 for arena, and the balcony at $4. Be here at the Coliseum Friday night, but right now we gotta go. So long, everybody. So up in the ring, the action continues as the main thrust seems to be to get the opponent over in the corner and then have everybody pile on him at once. Brooks comes in to try to tangle with Ricky Morton. A hot give and take battle between Morton and Brooks. And Ken Lucas runs into a driving wallop from the karate thrust of superstar Billy Graham. Graham now looking around again, finding a way to punish him, and Morton gets out of his problem as Scott Casey comes in to change that picture, and we've got give and take, and Jim Golden holding the watermelon-like head of superstar Billy Graham manages to run them together as they try for another one now. Superstar is still down, and he seems loath to rise up. Sweetan comes in to try to clobber Casey, and Casey touches with Ricky Morton. Morton comes in against the formidable figure of the superstar. 5 minutes have gone by, and Ricky Morton gets speared in the throat by the superstar's savage right-hand thrust. On the other side, Kenny Lucas battling up against the unpredictable Hacksaw Duggan. Give and take and wild toss as Lucas now comes over to rescue his friend and partner. And listen to the uproar as Morton and Lucas cut loose. And here we've got all 8 men in the ring at the same time, all battling. And down goes Brooks, on top goes everybody, and there it is. And outside, Gillis Sweetan goes after Scott Casey and tries to give Scott Casey a pile driver on the concrete, and out of the ring go all 8 of them. But Casey's friends gather around to help him. So here now the team of Jim Golden, Ricky Morton, Ken Lucas, and Scott Casey have come up with the win over the team of superstar, the Hacksaw, Bruiser Bob Sweetan, and Killer Brooks. We'll be back in a moment, right after we have this word from the studio.